So inside here, you guys, is something fairly new to Chapman, and this is a Chapman showroom, okay? This gives you guys, as the dolly grips and as key grips, the opportunity when you come in here is to see a couple of the new things going on and a lot of the old things, how we can interact some of the old stuff with the new stuff, you know, whether it's a small stinger arm on top of a dolly or whether or not it's reinventing when you got that operator likes to be an eyepiece, getting into a 360 bob seat type deal, right? I mean, all these things are crucial when you talk about filmmaking, right? Because every operator and every DP is different. And what we do as dolly grips, right, we facilitate that. And as key grips, we make sure we have the right equipment to facilitate whatever shot they want, right? They have the idea, we make it happen. So it's nice to be able to come in here, something that Chapman's never had, and be able to play a little bit too with some of the things. Be able to take some things and look at them and go, oh, that's good. That's going to work really good for this shot I have, or whether or not you're running with VIs or, you know, these different aspects, or you're getting into 6-foot offsets or even rain towers, you know, and things like that. Or even over here into, you know, adjustable rickshaw type deals, you know, things that Chapman has really never focused on in the past. And now we're kind of going to a newer, I would say, getting excited about the future and pushing us to different avenues of filmmaking, right? We've been a little bit towards dollies and cranes. Now we're opening up to grassroots filmmaking. So I want to walk us through here because I want to show you a big part of Chapman. And Chapman, people forget that we're an engineering company. People think we are just dollies and all that, but we design everything in-house here, okay? And we manufacture everything in-house. We don't outsource. So every part of that dolly you sit on is built here, okay? As you can see, our president, Charlie, has definitely stepped up production. Okay, our goal and our future is to have one-piece parts, right? We don't want to start doing welds anymore because we know welds get a little weak in time. They make squeaks. Thinking about what we do all day long on set is production, right? If we can save production time by not having squeaks, not have to take those out, we're helping the day go much quicker, not to mention making the parts look better and last longer. So all of these DMG machines, you know, are just one part of what we're doing here at Chapman to help elevate and push to the next level. Right. Okay. One thing that Charlie doesn't do is sit still. He wants to keep leveling up. So we focus on more and more efficient tools to do that. So welcome to the heartbeat of Chapman right here. This is our Dolly Central right here, right? This is called the dock. Right, this is where you're going to come pick up your equipment. Most of you guys are pretty familiar with this place. And looking, it's where we stack all of our accessories. Got Anthony over here. He's making sure every piece is checked before it goes out. So one thing we do here, as we walk back a little bit here, you're going to see that we do prep every dolly. We don't just send them out when they come in. There's not a dolly that gets put in this area right here that doesn't come from maintenance first. This is our going out section. These are all means if they make this room, they're ready to get loaded onto a truck. So as we walk back here, you're gonna see our maintenance department, okay? These guys do a huge inspection. They go through every aspect of the dolly. There's not one part that they don't touch when they come in from a show before they get put into that next room, right? We're gonna walk on over here and look at it a little bit closer, okay? You're gonna see, as we walk over here, you'll see a Pee Wee 3 here that, you know, we working on the electrical and the transmission. These dollies are what come in from a show. If there's even a little sound in them, we take them apart. We figure out where those sounds are coming from, okay? As you got over here, the master himself, Shafi.
There he is.
Okay. You guys all out there know Shafi. I'm sure he's been on your set many, many times, but these guys, if you look around, they don't just look at a dolly and go, well, we didn't hear anything in this. They take them apart. They make sure every piece is lubed and ready to go out on set. So when you guys get there, you got a dolly that's working perfect. So before the dollies get into maintenance, we line them up here. Let them take them one by one. We do split them up. We don't put our dollies together all together. We keep hustlers, but with hustlers, we keep hybrids with hybrids and peewees with peewees, okay? That's, we do that for a lot of reasons. One is because parts are, whether it's accessories or the dolly itself, they are usually made for their dollies. We want to make sure that you guys don't get parts that don't work with others. So you guys, even as far as cleaning rubber, when we come in, everything gets brushed and cleaned. So, we do get a lot of wear and tear on our dollies. We want you guys to ride our dollies hard, right? We want you guys to put them through the test. I can tell you, as a dolly grip, I worked my dolly. I always wanted to push it to the limits. I wanted to know what I can do with it and what I can't do, right? And that's what these guys are doing now. When they come back, this is our accessories for carts and stuff like that, and our track zone. So we go through every piece of equipment that comes in, check it, make sure it works properly, right? Got plenty of track. You notice many different types of track, whether it's crane track or standard 24-inch track, right? We want to make sure you have everything you need depending on the type of shot you got, right? Because we don't want equipment to dictate the shot. We want the shot to dictate equipment. So we want to make sure we have what you need when you get here and you call us.